Welcome to Lynnis Minutes. I will be sharing with you some quick tips, tools, and techniques about enhancing your mind, body, spirit wellness in just a few minutes.
Hello, everybody. It's Lynnis, and welcome to Lynnis Minutes. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I did. I got a chance to spend some time with my little ones, my 5-year-old grandson and my 6-year-old granddaughter. My 15-year-old grandson was off with his dad, so I didn't get a chance to see him. But I also got a chance to spend some time with my daughters and my soon-to-be granddaughter that is due in March. So it was a wonderful time just to be able to spend time with family. How was your weekend? I hope it was good. I hope you got some rest, which is really important, especially in midlife. In fact, I don't know if you were on the Clubhouse I just got through doing, and we were talking about ways to enhance your midlife vibe. And everybody agreed that was in the room that rest is something that we need to do more of, and that we need to stop feeling guilty if we want to take a nap. I'm just saying. I mean, I used to feel guilty about sitting down when I was raising my kids. I kid you not. And I carried that kind of over to my midlife, even after they were gone. I had to always be doing something. I couldn't just sit and just reflect. But I soon found out the benefits of sitting and reflecting and being quiet. And, you know, today as I was preparing for Lynnis Minutes and my whole crazy day, I was thinking about, you know, some of those myths and things that we're told as young women in terms of what we should and should not be doing in midlife. But I tell you right now, there's nothing wrong with taking a nap. Well, today on Lynnis Minutes, I wanted to talk about the beyond plummeting estrogen. Oh, I spelled that wrong. You can tell I was Estrogen. Let me correct that. Is the correct way to spell it. Wow, typo. But the reason why I want to talk about that is there's a couple other hormones you want to be looking out for, and you want to ask your doctor about that could be going down as you begin to age, and they're important. And a lot of times the doctors will tell you, you know, what you're lacking in or whatever, but sometimes they don't always tell you why that's important. Or sometimes you just need to know what to be telling them to check for to see, you know, what's going on. And then you can make a decision as to, you know, how you want to make sure that you have enough of that hormone. I am not anti-HRT, but there are so many different ways that we can take good care of our hormonal balancing levels without necessarily having to take a pharmaceutical. But that is a choice, an informed choice that you should make with your doctor, no matter what you decide, but you need to have the information. So one of the hormones that goes down quite a bit, up and down during menopause, is cortisol. And I'm sure you've heard of cortisol before. That's one of the ones you hear about a lot. And of course, cortisol deals with the whole idea of stress, anxiety, sleep problems, weight gain, depression. And normally, as we age, there has a tendency for it to rise. And as it rises, so do our pounds and inches. So cortisol is something you want to keep an eye on. You can keep an eye on it by making sure that you do get enough rest. Meditation is very good for driving down cortisol. So is yoga, because it has you focusing on other things other than the stress that you're feeling at that particular time. So you want to be careful and take a look at your cortisol. Another hormone you want to take a look at is inhibin. Now, inhibin is a hormone that's released by the ovaries and is involved in maintaining strong bones and making sure that your calcium levels are right. Well, of course, as we age, the inhibin has a tendency to go down. Hence, one of the reasons why we're deficient in calcium sometimes and vitamin D. But what you can do to help balance out the fact that the inhibin is going down, besides just taking the HRT, is making sure that you are getting enough calcium and vitamin D. And there's several ways to ensure that. Of course, you can take a supplement. Of course, you can drink a lot of almond milk or cow's milk. I don't drink cow's milk because of the mucus, but almond milk or any of the nut milks actually have 50% more calcium than the regular whole milk that we're used to getting from cows. Or you could also try working out and doing strength training. This is what I just got through doing. It's some strength training. I think that's really important for building bone density. You want to do, your weights or your resistance bands. Those are very good for bone health and can ward off osteoporosis. So if you're low on inhibitin, one of the things you want to take a look at is your workout regime and your nutrition regime to make sure you're getting enough calcium and vitamin D and things to strengthen your bones so that you don't fall into the osteoporosis category. Another hormone that goes down as we begin to age is melatonin. Now, this was something that I didn't really know. I didn't know that it was associated with menopause in that way, but I do know that as we get older, we have a tendency to have our melatonin go down. If you're having sleeplessness issues during menopause or right pre-menopause, whatever, more than likely it could be the whole melatonin effect. And the way to increase more of that is to take a supplement. That certainly does help. A naturally occurring supplement like melatonin is easy to buy, and it does kind of help relax you and lulls you into sleep. Otherwise, as the melatonin drops in your system as you age, more than likely you're going to have some sleep disorders. A lot of people have problems sleeping at the beginning of menopause or right in the throes of menopause. This will help you with that. So those are the three hormones that might change besides just estrogen. You want to take a look at your cortisol levels to see if they're going up, because that can cause more thickening and weight gain. It even goes up even more when we have stress and anxiety, which causes us to have even more cortisol. There's such a thing as menopausal anxiety too, which is grounded in the hormones changing. So it's not you just going crazy. Sometimes it's other stuff. And then you want to also take a look at your inhibin to see what levels they're at, because sometimes those levels will go down as well. And that can impact the calcium that you have in your system. So you want to make sure you've got enough calcium to make sure your bones are strong. And you also want to make sure that you're doing a strength training process. And melatonin, as I said before, that could cause sleep disorders because as the melatonin goes down, it causes us not to be able to relax as much, to shut down as much, and then you don't get a good night's sleep. So those are what I wanted to share with you today about estrogen. And please share your comments and thoughts. What are you doing to help get a good night's sleep? What are you doing to make sure your bones are strong? What kinds of tips can you give and can you share with everyone? I also wanted to let you know that later on today, and this is just so important, later on this week, on Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I am so excited that we are going to be having great, let me see, can I get through here? Okay, there we go. We're going to have a fantastic session that was actually suggested by you all. It was actually suggested by you. We're going to have a Menopause Mojo time. I'm so excited about this. Menopause Mojo, where did that come from? It just came from my little mind, I guess. I've been thinking about, the fact that so many of you were talking about menopause symptoms and other issues that are going on with your bodies, and you're wondering, oh gosh, what can I do? How can I get rid of this? What kinds of things do I need to be thinking about? So now we're going to have Menopause Mojo, and it's going to be at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be live streaming in the V.I.B.E series group, and live streaming in the Wellness Woman 40 and Beyond group, and also on Clubhouse. So if you're on Clubhouse, follow me at V.I.B.E Lynnis if you're on Clubhouse. I don't know if you're on that or not, but boy, there's a lot of good things I'm doing on Clubhouse, and I'll be sharing that with you as I'm doing it. But you don't want to miss February 11th, and that's, what is that? That's a Thursday. That's a Thursday. So join me as we talk about Menopause Mojo, and I'm going to have 6 experts that are from right here in the Wellness Woman group. 6 experts are going to be joining me to talk about all things menopausal. So please join us. Put it on your calendar. You don't want to miss this. This is some great information that I want to share because I just saw the need. And really, that's what the Wellness Woman group is all about, is sharing information to be well. And the V.I.B.E series group, which is a private group, we do even more live streams specifically for people who are interested in vibing. So if you don't belong to the V.I.B E series group, please search for it in Facebook. It's the V.I.B.E series group, and that's V.I.B.E series group. And join us. We go on once a day with some kind of live stream about information on how you can vibe, how you can be more vibrant, how you can have more intuition, enhance your intuition, how you can increase that inner beauty that radiates out, and how you can emerge that all into the wonderful woman that I already know that you are or that you want to be. And the whole V.I.B.E series group is a group coaching program. And to get more interested in what that program is about, join the V.I.B.E series group. You can find out all kinds of information and make some decisions on really deciding to invest in your wellness in 2021. Well, that's all I have for today. I hope you've enjoyed this quick Lynnis Minutes. Remember, if you ever miss any of my Lynnis Minutes, you can always get it on YouTube. It's always uploaded by the end of the week, and all of my Lynnis Minutes are on YouTube. So make sure you click and subscribe, okay? Thanks a lot. See you next Monday for Lynnis Minutes. Have a fantastic, wonderful week.